My name is Fabakar Sane. I am the Regional Youth Coordinator, the same time overseeing sport under Ministry of Youth and Sport. Today is another very important in the history of Upper River region, especially to the young people. We have a guest in our midst, and we have other important personalities within and outside the region.
On behalf of our able boss, that's the Regional Youth Committee Chairperson, who is not in our midst here, I will take this opportunity to welcome all the youths to URR, especially in this important launching of Youth Bakery project in Basse, first of its kind in Basse. And be rest assured that Kebe and the team, you will have our support because you are here also to empower us. We will join you there at this side and then work together as one family. Because when we say youth, being here or outside, we are all categorized or we are all within one age bracket. That is, we all focus on one agenda, that is the development of our beloved nation, the Gambia. So without taking more time, you are highly welcome to URR. Feel free, enjoy your stay. Be rest assured that everything will go normal. Even after winning back, the RYC will engage with consultation with the Honorable Governor Office to make sure that the project objective been achieved. Thank you so much.
Mr. Chairman, I am deeply honored and very much pleased to have witnessed myself the tremendous contribution and achievements this organization is making in the Gambia. The GAHA, the Gold Award Holders Association, is simply an alumni association of the President's International Award. It is an organization that is formed by all individuals and groups who must have completed the program at gold level. And this project is one way of GAHA giving back to their communities, to the country, and to the award in particular. Mr. Chairman, I am particularly elated when I have seen spectrum of youth from different regions in this country. This morning, while I was interacting with some of the people present here, I met a special representative from Banjul. This sounds something to me. That means the young people of this country have now started talking to each other and they are understanding each other. You can imagine someone taking his time and traveling all the way from Banjul to come and grace this occasion that signifies that young people now want to work together and they are honestly understanding one another. This is a great achievement in our development work. Development work in youth people is simply, in young people simply, to foster understanding amongst young people. Once we are able to understand one another as young people, we'll be able to foster and enhance the development that we so much yearned for. And coming to this project, Mr. Chairman, it is a very noble venture. It is one way of empowering young people of this region and by extension, young people of this country. Because once this project is established and fully functional, it can benefit anyone from any part of the world. So by extension, we are contributing meaningfully our quota towards national development and the well-being of all people of this world. I just want to throw some few words to the community of URR that the project should be owned by you. When we came since yesterday, we are a little bit concerned that we have not seen many young people from the community coming forth to participate in the project. But this morning, that doubt has been cleared by the large turnout of stakeholders, and we are convinced that it will be a very sustainable project. It is not adequate to have a project. What is lacking in most of our projects is sustainability. And sustainability is only guaranteed once the people whom the project is meant to address take ownership. So I want the people of the region, particularly young people of this region, to take ownership of this project to make it a very successful project, and to also make it as a model for it to be replicated in other regions of this country. On that note, Mr. Chairman, please allow me to rest my words here and to congratulate everyone, particularly the young people who have taken their time to come up with the initiative. And we wish and pray that this project is a very successful one, and for it to become a model to be replicated in other parts of the country. Thank you very much.
As today marks a significant day in the history and calendar of the association, we are here to officially open our launch Gage 2017 and witness the launching of the building of a first ever youth-owned bakery in Basse. On the theme addressing the root causes of migration through entrepreneurship and employment creation. I will therefore seize this opportunity to recognize the paramount contributions, commitment and support demonstrated by the vibrant members and volunteers of this association since in its inception in 1986. Not with also forgetting the members who are abroad, who have supported the association financially, technically, to make sure that we have reached this far. Mr. Chairperson, the inception of the association came at a time when the International Award, the President's International Award Program was due in the Gambia after its introduction in 1979, and embraced with young dynamic citizens of this country who forged ahead to establish the associations as an alumni structure of PIA upon the conduction of the first gold awarding ceremony held in 1986. GA established with the main aim of providing requisite commitment in actualizations of the award mission, vision and motto as it stays challenging young people everywhere, participating towards the realization of young people's potentials in the productive sector of the economy, support government policies and actions through consideration of youth policy, engage in right promotion relating to youth, women and children, and other relevant issues, offered community service, which has always been our identity since our inception, capacity development, advocacy, partnership, and cooperation for joint initiative, building competencies of present youthful generation in responding to the urgent issues of concern, amplifying youth patriotism or patriotism towards national development response, erecting a sense of positive directions for the attainment of our development agendas, just to name a few. On behalf of the association, Mr. Chairperson, we hereby reiterate our commitment in contributions of our dedication to the development priorities of the award program and the country at large. This includes the strides on the award strategic plan, entrepreneurship, youth in agriculture, youth empowerment, closing the gender gap with special focus to general inclusion, health, education, and promotion with important priorities. African youth and the Gambia in particular must prepare themselves to take the mantle of leadership to make the change they call for. However, this cannot happen in the absence of a quality education. We must endeavor to learn and prepare ourselves with a political-minded attitude so as to enhance our youth political participation processes and partake in decisions that directly or indirectly affect us. The youth-owned bakery that we are launching today started in 2015 And since then, so many commitments and actions have been strived. But however, we are here to fulfill this mission, the mission that has the potential to create meaningful employment to at least not less than 25 young people in URR. I wish to stress on the need of the participation of the URR youth through the youth committee and other catchment areas here present. The community, through the village development committee, headed by the chairperson, to support this process, to help these young people to acquire the decent jobs, to fulfill and realize their ambitions. The young people of the Gambia, Mr. Chairpersons, are rejecting the status quo and calling on government and non-government, state actors and non-state actors to put the issues of young people first in their development agendas. We are tired of conference halls. We are tired of the workshops. We are tired of the policies that are only carrying dust in our offices. We are moreover tired in the romanticizing of the word youth empowerment, which have never come to our doorsteps. We want to realize the true meaning of youth empowerment. And this kind of community initiatives are the real youth empowerment that the Gambia needs. Finally, Mr. Chairperson, I'm extending my gratitude and appreciation to all those who have contributed immensely to the development of this association, naming the President's International Award, the National Youth Council, the Office of the Governor and the Governor herself, the Regional Youth Committee, the School Administrator of Nasir Senior Secondary School, and special thanks to our own Modlamin Gassama, who I will not do justice without naming him here. All the t-shirts that we wear here are personal contribution of Modlamin Gassama. And I want these people to go programs for that person. Modlamin Gassama have been volunteering in the office since he graduated from Gambia High. I persuaded and bring him to the office voluntarily to serve as the admin secretary of the office. And since then, Modlamin have worked very tirelessly, even in bringing projects to the association. We want to also thank Fabakari Sane, the regional youth coordinator, who his contributions or his swift response have led to the success of this camp, as Gage was critical that have even led for us about to cancel this. But the intervention of the governor and this Fabakari Sane have led us to secure the venue among other logistics to make this camp a success. I also want to recognize the chairperson of this 2017 Goal Encounter, Boubacar Job, and the entire National Organizing Committee for the tireless effort they put with the resource mobilization. Of course, thanking the Minister of Interior for supporting us with 20 crates of drinks. Of course, we know it was a prompt call, but they make it available for us. We want to also thank Jean Gambia, who have been a key partner and supporter of this association, and also want to recognize that their executive director traveled last night and come and join us here and will make a presentation later in the day. And we are not paying him anything. He paid for his own accommodation, he paid for his fare, and is providing us with free lectures without any pay. We want to finally recognize our distinguished participants here. That the participants, Madam Governor, have been very cooperative, have shown high level of discipline, have shown that they are ready to serve this country, and specifically the community of URR. On that note, I want to thank all of you for your kind attention. Thank you.
If you give me anything to handle, if you give me anything to handle, if I give it to anybody, that person should be very careful. Because if they give you a job to give somebody, don't give it to your friend. Give it to a job friend. the job frame, you give it to us. If it is not that, you cannot work properly. And if you fail, you will spoil a lot of things. This project here, I think if I understand, this is the first project here for youths. So I think this project, we have to handle this project properly. If we need the government to help the youths, the youths themselves have to help themselves. If you don't help yourself, who will help you? Nobody will help you. If they give you anything, you will spoil it. Maybe the giver will lose hope on you. So thank you very much.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. I thank the Almighty God and give praises to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam for bringing another milestone in the development of URR and in the development of URR youths in particular. I'm so much gratified that I'm even getting confused and getting oversight of greeting the guests. That's the Executive Director of President International Award, youth activist and opinion leader as far as youth activism is concerned, Abubakar Kebe, all other important stakeholders in the affairs of youth here present, participants from Combo and those from the satellite villages of Basse and those from Basse and Mansajang in particular who are the hosts of this project. The experts who are here to advise us on how the work is to be executed, you are welcome, and I observe your important presence to this gathering. All other important protocols duly and respectfully observed. I am indeed gratified to have such a wonderful and important project in this region, a region which we all know is the farthest, and I always say it is one of the disadvantaged regions because of our distance from the cream of the government. My statement is going to be a little bit short because all the important issues that I kept in mind have already been delivered on by Abubakar Kebe. But notwithstanding, advice is never enough. This project, as stated by the chairperson of the Village Development Committee, is the first youth project we stand to be corrected in this region. And it is not easy to have one of the first development projects in a country. If you do, you have to work very hard to be an example to others, so as to get more and more and more for the group that you are a part. So therefore, this project, URR Youth Bakery Project, should be an example to all other projects that are coming after this project. We should work hard to make sure we are successful to get more projects into this region. And as stated by Abubakar, to get it replicated in other regions too. I was very much gratified when I was told a bakery project has been initiated in this region since 2015. But because of challenges beyond the ability of those those that are tasked or those in charge of the project, they've tried all what they could, but God said it is going to be possible in 2017. And thank God today we are here to launch the project. Those participants who came from the combos, when you came to my office yesterday, I told you I was astonished. Why? Because this is a region where even most elders don't want to reach. So if young people like you can endeavor to reach this place just because you love yourselves, then I am saying the future of the Gambia is bright. The future of the Gambia is bright in a sense that no expert will refuse coming to the provinces when posted. Then we'll have equal opportunities to services that we need. I thank you very much for taking up this initiative to come to this region to get your first Gaha project for the youths. And I'm praying to the Almighty God that this be a first step to a very important journey that will fly the flag of youths of the Gambia high in the sky. I thank you so much for choosing this region, and I welcome all of you to URR, and on behalf of the Village Development Committee, I welcome you to Mansajang that is hosting this project. Help yourselves before somebody helps. If I rub your back for you, if you cannot pour water, I will still pour water, but you can rub your stomach so that your body will be clean. Empowerment, empowerment, empowerment. It's stated here that no more lip service to youth empowerment, but no more relaxation to youths. Before somebody empowers you, it is stated here you have to empower yourself first. How are you going to empower yourself? If you are going for academics, make sure you get the best certificates. If you are going for skills, don't be half-baked. Get this skill to the best of your ability, so that tomorrow, if there is any gap to be filled as far as those skills or those knowledges are concerned, you will be among the chosen ones. But if not, we will continue to be left behind. We all know the money that is put aside for youths is always spent on sports. I always ask myself, is sports the only empowerment for youths? We always spend that little money we are talking about on sports, and we'll never go anywhere. Why not we look at upgrading the skill centers for youths to learn skills? Why not we get them scholarships to go to university? Let's get them all the knowledge that they need. Let us get the best technicians. Let us get the best road engineers. Let's get the best building engineers, so that we'll stop outsourcing from other countries. When will we stop outsourcing? The Gambia can only stop outsourcing if we capacitize our youths, because they are here with us today and will continue to be with the Gambia forever and forever. Then they should be well knowledgeable and well skillful for the best of the Gambia. I thank you all for coming. And I know most of you are on the right, all of you, if not, are on the right track. It's just with a little push, we'll get what we want. So push harder, forward ever, backward never, for the youth of the Gambia. The launching of this youth bakery project in URR at Mansajang village. Peace be with the project, peace be with Gaha, and peace be with the youths of the Gambia. Thank you for your kind attention.
I'm here to make some clarity, to make this place very conducive to be rich. So now this is how we found it. Their first intervention, 2015, they came. At least they done something, and this is the stage. But as they are aspiring, development-oriented guys and willing, and they have the enthusiasm to do this, but they don't have the skill to build bakery. you know, there's a special skill for building the bakery. So with consultation with the chairperson, at least among them only maybe 1 or 2 masons which can just do block laying like this. But the consultant, we came here to find out this, and the team, he said, in building a bakery, there are 3 formats he knows can build a bakery. So in the morning, the first thing he looked at it, he said the sand inside have to be reduced, because as it is, there should be a crisscross block shape, crisscross, to make it more solid, so that the kidney will not fall down. And that one, from that one, we have to fill it up to a level like this. From there, and we compact it. And in that compact, we are going to use the empty sand with salt, maybe 2 bags or 3 bags of salt to mix with salt after we compact it until it is filled to this level.
What efforts do you need for distribution of bread once it is completed? You use bicycles.
Yes, I think that is what is mostly used here. Yes,
I think the PI can also intervene. So and donate about 2 or 3 bicycles for that distribution.
the government.
Forget about it. Let me money. Let me see.
You know I'm back in though. For those who can work. Hey. For those who can fly. You know I'm back in though. Get away.
You are back
Wonderfully well, definitely.
Really.
Come being alone with you, all alone. Hey, since day one. Hey. This was the main, purpose why we are here, and by the help of the God, the job, at least, it's not completed, but it's very, very, been to a stage where we all anybody come here, you will know that there is something happening here, and then we should continue to pray to see to it that let our aims and objectives, our dreams come true. So now we are at the point where we are about to close. The governor is here with us, and then I can understand through his face, through her face, she is happy with the job, and then she is always, she will be ready all the time to be with us. Even at the night time when we need her, she will always be with us. So we are helping God to at least so that our aims and objectives, our dreams should come true, inshallah. So now that let's join together and pray to the God. You can have your way back home safely and then meet your family like the way we wish. I think that's all. Thank you, and the team.
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum to you all. Madam Governor, the chairperson, Gaha, and then the chairman of the NOC, all the students, participants, other youth organizations present here, I'm saying good morning. It's really indeed a great pleasure that the bakery that we have been dreaming of since the first day that when the idea came, the struggle that has happened, people that are involved since day one, it was year before last, up to today, really it was a hectic thing. But alhamdulillah, today we have seen a structure that anybody can smile at, even though it's not the epic yet. But then we believe probably before we say December or next, there will be something here that we will not only say we are seeing iron and moat, but then we will be saying that bread has been produced from this bakery. Sure. And again, on behalf of the NOC, we are really appreciative of all of you here, all the participants. And we are saying this to you. What the job that you have done here is not for you or me, but it's for the young people of this country, the young people of the Gambia that we want to develop. The Gambians can develop Gambia. Young people of the Gambia will develop Gambia. But they're not other young people from other countries that will come to the Gambia and develop us. So I will say thank you so very much on behalf of the NOC, and thank you so very much, Madam, for the hospitality that we received since the inception, since the idea was sent to you. And again, all the other donors, anybody who contributed one way or the other, even only a breath or an advice, or even just appreciating what we are doing, we are thanking you so very much. And again, our parents, who have allowed us to travel all this way, over how many kilometers that we live from Combo down to here, the time that we spent, the food that we ate, the mattresses that we sleep in, some sleep on floor, some sleep on their sajadas, some sleep on their clothes. Really, they're all appreciated because you do all that, sacrifice all that to make sure the young people of this country, that who we are, to be employed, to be responsible of ourselves. Without more ado, I would just say thank you so very much, and it's really a pleasure. So I'm wishing us travel safe back home. Thank you very much.
I just want to do a few things before Madam Governor finally close this. First, I will just reiterate what Salibu have said. The dream or the initiative started way back 2 years ago, and today we are able to reach this far. At least we can rate this at 70% of work have been done. And this is done by you people. It's not done by me or the organizing committee. For us, we just took the lead in organizing you and bringing you here. But the work was done by young people and it owns by young people. We just want to show our thanks and appreciation to all the award units, the PIA Secretariat and Management and Board for the support. To Interior, the Minister of Interior for the support that they have given this process of making us to be here. The National Youth Council of the Gambia, of course the President's International Award for helping us through to make this trip a success. We also want to extend our greetings and gratitude to Office of the Governor, of course by extension to the Regional Youth Coordinator and the Assistant. Yaya and Fabakari have been very supportive. They have provided us with a lot of support since when we are here. They have not left us in any way. Yesterday, before we depart, we went together to the market to make sure we produce some of the materials, and that money comes from their covers. We want to continue to commit ourselves that we want before the next 3 months. This bakery is completed, and hopefully by this year's NECON, it is with our belief and ambition that by this year's NECON, this bakery will be the main supplier of breads to the National Youth Conference and Festival. This is what we want. We will be coming back here very soon, probably not with everybody, but some of us will coming back here to make sure that we complete this finally, join the youth of this region, to make sure this is joined finally. On behalf of the association, the National Executive Committee of this association, we also want to extend our thanks and appreciation to Moulamin Gassama, who have been with us here and have supported financially, technically, towards this process. By saying that, I want to cut the whole story short, that we are very glad. We are very happy that the turnout is good and everybody have been very disciplined. They have been working extremely hard and they have shown the spirit of teamwork, and which have led us to go this far. However, I want to call on other donors and partners that youth empowerment does not only mean or stop at inscribing it on a paper. It does not have to stop at policy level. It has to be real. We have to move from commitment to action. And now we're even moving from actions toward impact life. So real life changing is what we need for the young people, and not the mere policies and not the mere papers and promises. And like I say, romanticizing some of the words of youth empowerment. We need to realize this. This dream is what the young people need. And this is the only way that we can address the root causes of this illegal migration that are happening, or the irregular migration. Thank you. Madam, I want to do the official closing.
Thank you very much, Abubakar Kebe. As you have said, I'm more than the word happy this morning. Before I even saw the work done, I knew very well work will be done here. Sure. Since the day I saw you, I could read the commitment and the enthusiasm on your faces towards the activity that brought you to this region. Seeing what I have just seen is not a surprise to me. I knew such a thing will happen here. And as I have told you, it's the only way. Abubakar is right. All what is put on paper should come to reality. Definitely. But as I always tell young people whenever I meet them, you have to pave the way yourselves. Just as you have manifested here these few days you came to this region. Anyone who sees this will know that the future of this country is bright. Why? Because the young people are now ready to take the bull by the horn to pave the way for their own development. So I am so much grateful, definitely speaking, that our expectations are high, but I know the demands will be met. Young people of this country are no more lazy. They are very ready to pave the way for their development, and we can see that today happening in the Wara. So as you have called the donors, and whoever who is paving the way for the development of youths in this country, I'm saying let us join the youths. They are ready. Let us help them to realize their dreams. They are ready to do it, so let's help them to do it. This bakery is already at completion point. It will not remain like this. I am expecting a house to surround this, to engulf this bakery. A house that will be so hygienic, that will be tiled with all the working surfaces tiled to have a very hygienic working condition. That will motivate people to purchase whatever we produce from this bakery. And as I have told you before, we'll work hand in glove. We'll do what we can at my office level to see that whatever you are yearning for as far as this bakery is concerned comes to a reality. I thank you very much for the commitment, and as Abubakar has said, for the discipline. There wasn't any cause for commotion. You came as a family, remained here as a family, did the work as a family, and today you are here going back to your individual families as a family. Continue working as a family. With unity, we are always strong. Sure. And it's a common saying, we are divided, we all fall apart, and our dreams will never be realized. So let us remain united as the broomsticks are united around the rope that tie them to be able to do whatever function that is expected from a broom. Stay together, and you will remain strong. Thank you very much. I wish you a happy journey and a safe one indeed back to your individual families. Peace be with you, and peace be with your your families that allow you to be here to do such a wonderful work.
Kara ni tungene ni tungene murefi afamin be faransi tagala ubita warito iri sondade la wale tumano temena ni tungene ni tungene murefi afamin be faransi tagala oludumbe tamana na follow de ka mi matumi chechi hedun tena okono no fendo ne wili la dongelena bonebita tungana tagala ne tarasi tungana tagala